Nation. Since 2008, Alabama has averaged 12.5 wins per season. However, in college, a college team is only guaranteed 12 games a season. What the? Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You know on the beat every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, still listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches, won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
Man Hour Nation, Michael Buckeister here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We do have BC merch happening. We got the Man Hour logo merch over there. We got Team Buck merch happening. Man, guys, there's a lot of stuff happening over there at manhourradio.com. Head over to the website, check it out, and subscribe to the website. We do send out a weekly email to all the subscribers about some fantasy updates, some just news around the sports world and all that good stuff. So head over to manhourradio.com, click on the subscribe button, check out the merchandise page, all that good stuff. Also, guys, we are live here on Roku TV every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. East Coast time. So if you're watching us here on Roku TV, welcome. We are a live interactive show, so the phone lines are open, the text lines are open all show. You can text us at 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. So Man Hour lines are open. Call, text, whatever, guys. Just let's talk some sports this morning. We do have a great show for you lined up today. We're going to talk a little bit of Lamar Jackson, of course. We're going to talk some MVP. Aaron Rodgers has some choice awards for said MVP voters out there. And then, of course, we got the AFC playoff picture. We got the NFC playoff picture. What else we got? Of course, we got to talk some Dallas Cowboys because those are Drew's favorite boys over there. Man, wow, guys, there is so much to take in today. There is so much happening in the sports world. But first things first. If you are new here at youtube.com/manhour, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please share this with a couple friends as well, because sharing is caring, and the Man Hour started from the bottom, and we are not quite where we want to be yet. But guys, phone lines are open. 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. But first, we got to get to the word of the day.
Well, a bird, bird, bird. A bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. A bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird.
And today's word of the day is going to be odd. Why are we going with odd? Because this has been a very odd NFL season. Like, this is the most outrageous, most oddly NFL season that I can remember in recent memory. Yes, we have the 17 game season, 18-week season, right? But this is the first time in a very, very long time that I can remember that there are still 6 teams fighting for 2 playoff spots in the AFC. Now, the NFC is a little bit more normal. There's 1 playoff spot open and like 2 teams fight. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers still eligible for it. We got the Baltimore Ravens. Miami Dolphins have officially been eliminated as of Sunday. And then we got the Raiders. We got the Chargers. And so all those teams are still fighting for position, fighting to get into the playoffs. But what is even more odd is that the Miami Dolphins could finish 9-8 on the season, but yet a 8-7-1 Pittsburgh Steelers team can make the playoffs. Like, that is what's even more odd. The reason why the Miami Dolphins cannot make the playoffs is because they have a head-to-head loss to the Colts and also a head-to-head loss versus the Raiders. So by de facto, they are out no matter what. But the New England Patriots are the only AFC team in a wild card position that is guaranteed to enter the postseason. So all those teams that I just mentioned, the Colts, Chargers, Raiders, Ravens, Steelers, they don't even have a playoff spot locked in. Now there's a chance to get in there, but the Patriots are the only team that has it locked in the wild card race right now. Bill Belichick's team should beat an already eliminated Miami Dolphins team in Week 18 to hold on to the number 5 seed, which would give them a rematch versus the Buffalo Bills, which is even more odd because the Buffalo Bills and Patriots, they split the season series. So we're going to the rubber match, right? And then we got the Colts. The Colts need a victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars to qualify for the postseason. If they lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, see you later, alligator. And that will likely happen because the loss would confirm the Jaguars owners the Jaguars would own the number 1 overall pick as well. So basically, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to tank this game. Let's just be flat out honest about that. And if they don't, they're absolutely stupid and absolutely asinine. Now, the winners of the Chargers versus Raiders games will secure the 14th and final spot in the playoffs. And the Chargers won the first meeting in Week 4 by the score of 28-14. So that is the Sunday night game, Chargers versus Raiders. So all eyes are going to be on that game because there's so many implications of that game. Now, if that game were to end in a tie, the Baltimore Ravens could, by de facto, somehow make it into the playoffs. They have a 5% chance of making it into the playoffs, but we'll get into that later here in the show here at Man Hour, youtube.com/Man Hour. Guys, be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Also, the Pittsburgh Steelers remain alive with the home win over the Browns on Monday night, but they need a few Pittsburgh Steelers need some help. The Pittsburgh Steelers need to beat the Baltimore Ravens, obviously, and then they need, the Colts to lose and a tie to happen. So their chances are pretty much slim to none right now, much like the Baltimore Ravens, because the Baltimore Ravens need to beat Pittsburgh Steelers at home in Week 18 and receive help from the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Colts. And they also need to end a tie with the Raiders versus Chargers. So their chances are pretty much slim to none as well. So the word of the day is odd because there's so many things that can happen in the AFC playoff picture, and it isn't odd per se, but it is very, very exciting. But yeah, in the end, it's odd, and that is the word. The word of the day is odd.
Well, a bad, bad, bad. A bad, well, a bad, bad, bad. A bad, well, a bad, bad, bad.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to the Man Hour regular scheduled program here. Like I said, the word of the day is odd. The phone lines are open, guys. 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. The Man Hour lines are sponsored by Skull Candy Headphones. Be sure to click the link in the description or simply head over to skullcandyoriginal.com and use promo code at checkout. So with that being said, guys, it is time to dive deeper into this Antonio Brown saga that has been plaguing us since Sunday afternoon, right? And we've been touched on it all week. Combs touched on it the last two nights here at youtube.com/manor at 8 p.m. East Coast time when he is live every Sunday through Thursday. I've touched on it on Monday. I touched on it on Tuesday. And Wednesday I decided not to really touch on it too much, but as of today, guys, January 6, 2022 at 10:09 a.m., Mr. Buck Nasty has to talk about it. What's up, Mr. Detroit? I am glad to see you in the chat here. Thank you for joining us tonight. And basically, Antonio Brown has released a statement of, quote, his side of the story. So basically, what Combs said on Sunday night was he was hearing rumors and rumblings that Antonio Brown was too hurt to play. And that's exactly what Antonio Brown has said. So on his side of the story, he pulled himself out of the game. I'm going to paraphrase this. I do not want to read his 2-page story or his statement word for word here, but paraphrasing here, he pulled himself out of the game because he was, quote, too injured to play. At that time, a offensive coach, I'm assuming it is the wide receiver coach because they didn't say, like, he didn't drop any names, but I'm assuming it is the wide receiver coach here, walked over to Antonio Brown and said, get your butt in the game. Antonio Brown returned and said, I'm too injured to play. And then the coach proceeded to do the cut, from ear to ear across the throat and say, you are done, meaning you are done here in Tampa Bay. Or sorry, you are gone. So you are gone is the correct wording that he used. So when that happened, obviously something Antonio Brown said something pump the crowd up, whatever, right? So Monday, Antonio Brown had an MRI on his ankle. It revealed that it had some broken bones and torn ligaments in the ankle, and he is going to have surgery immediately to repair that. So when we hear all that stuff, we have to presume that Antonio Brown is telling the truth. Why would he lie about that said situation? However, Bruce Arians was asked earlier in the week if Antonio Brown had an injury, and he said, and I quote, I don't know anything about an injury. Okay, so if your head coach doesn't know anything about your injury, 9 times out of 10, your offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich, doesn't know anything about the injury. So there is a communication failure between Antonio Brown, the receivers coach, and the receiver coach, the offensive coordinator, and so on and so forth. So who is to blame in this situation? Obviously, all blame is going to point to Antonio Brown because the antics that he pulled during the game. There is no excuse to do what you did. You can say that you were triggered or whatever, right? But in the end, you are going to be blamed and Antonio Brown because that is just the way it is. And sorry. Now, if this head coach legitimately did the you are done here, or sorry, you are gone, obviously the coach was upset because they were getting beat by the Jets. Like, I believe at that particular point they were down like 14 points to the New York Jets. Who wants to lose to the Jets? Absolutely nobody, right? So there was probably a lot of emotions happening on the sideline. There was a lot of, probably internal bickering that the TV cameras don't show. But in the end, Antonio Brown will play in an NFL team again. I said it on Monday. I'll say it again today. Antonio Brown has a talent that you cannot keep off the field. Simple as that. Antonio Brown will be on another NFL team next year, whether it be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I don't know if he has been officially been released or not, or cut or what. There are teams out there that could use services of an Antonio Brown. We see it in all sports. We see it that everything. If you have the talent, you will be on a professional team. How can you help me win? Right? So there's actually another story on the NBA side of things that we will be getting to here in hour number 2 on the Man Hour. But guys, we're up against the first break here. The lights are blinking. Roku TV says it is time for a break. But let me get into some of these comments. Mr. Detroit himself. He said, what is the statement he released, dude? So I will post the full statement here on our YouTube page. So just check it out as soon as the show is over. Go to youtube.com/manhour and click on the community tab, and I'll post a link for you right there, Mr. Detroit. And he also asked, do players pull themselves out normally? Normally, players do, quote, pull themselves. I mean, so let's. But now, when when I would pull myself out of the game, I would go get medical attention to try to get my butt back on the field as quickly as possible. So Antonio Brown did, I mean, it is normal for a player to pull himself out of the game, but it is not normal to try to get yourself back on the field, because that is your whole life. That is what you work for 6 days in a week, is for 3 hours of glory on a football field. So for Antonio Brown to not to get treatment or try to get back into the game, it's very, very, very odd to me that he would be doing that. So I don't know, like it's definitely not. It's very odd that he did not try to get treatment. He also says it takes a few months to build an audience in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, I mean this is a temporary thing as of right now for the man hour, because I got a promotion at work, so my shifts are a little screwed up. So me and Combs are splitting up. I mean, we're not splitting up, but Combs is still doing the evening show, and then I want to be on air still. And of course, we got Roku TV happening, so shout out to everybody that's Roku TV. So we're trying to get as much contact out there for you guys as humanly possible. But guys, we are up against that break. Be sure to text or call into the show if you want. 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. Guys, we'll be right back here on the Man Hour.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Hour while doing dishes.
In bed, hiding from my wife and kids.
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.
Have you ever wanted to go to Vegas to see the NFL draft? Well, now you can. Simply head over to youtube.com/manhour, click on that join button, become a $5.99 member or higher, and you get free entry. Simple as that. So head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that join button. You won't regret it. You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help. With the Take 22 merch, it's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeyser here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page, check out the blog section, and of course, become a subscriber over there as well. We do send out weekly emails of updates of what's happening at the Man Hour, the best clips of the week, and just some news, and of course, different ways to get into the Vegas trip that we are giving away here during the NFL draft. But easiest way to get entered here, guys, is head over to youtube.com/Man Hour. Click on the join button and become the member of $5.99 or higher. Once you become a $5.99 member or higher, you get automatically entered into the Vegas trip that we're giving away Super Bowl Sunday at halftime. This will pay for your flight and hotel to Vegas during the NFL draft. We cannot guarantee you entry into the NFL draft because it is a first come, first serve basis over there, but you get to hang out with the Man Hour crew. I'll be there is coming. So everybody that you guys see here regularly on the Man Hour will be over there at Vegas during the NFL draft. And guys, we're going to have a great time. We're going to have some beers. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some laughs. It is going to be a memory that you cannot produce ever in your life whatsoever. Just because what is better than money? Memories. And guys, you make memories with the Man Hour here during the NFL draft. And I believe it is the last weekend of April, that Thursday through Sunday. We're probably going to be there for 3 days. So we got to fly home Saturday because, you know, work life and all, and work-life balance and all that good stuff. But head over to youtube.com/Man Hour. Hit that join button. And for $5.99 a month, hit that member button. And you get entered into the NFL. It is what it is. So enjoy, get it, just be a part of Man Hour Nation. See if you guys are watching us over here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys want to interact with the show today, you can obviously go to youtube.com/Man Hour and jump in the chat, or you can text or call the show at 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. All right, guys, let's get back into the sports talk here. And we've been dabbling a little bit in the NFL realm here. We talked some AFC playoff perspectives, and we had the word of the day and Antonio Brown. But let's jump back into the AFC side of things here in the segment number 2 here on Man Hour. So Lamar Jackson has been out of commission for the last 3 or 4 weeks here with the Baltimore Ravens. And this week he has officially been practicing with the team, running drills and throwing and running and all that good stuff. The Baltimore Ravens only have a 5% chance of making the playoffs going into week 18. They need to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they need a lot of help. They need the Jaguars to beat the Colts, which is highly unlikely, and the Raiders and Chargers need to end in a tie. So they have a 5% chance of making the playoffs, which is basically none, right? So there are many questions and many things circling around the world. Should Lamar Jackson even play this Week 18 game for the Baltimore Ravens? And I'm going to answer this question as clearly as I can. No, he should not be playing at all. If Lamar Jackson is not 100%, hell, if Lamar Jackson is even 95%, he should not step foot on this field. Not because I'm a Lamar Jackson hater, not because I want to see the Pittsburgh Steelers make the playoffs and Big Ben right off into the sunset with the Super Bowl win, which that would be flat out awesome. Let's just be honest about it. But when you play hurt, like this ankle injury that Lamar Jackson has, what is so great about Lamar Jackson's game? His ability to extend the play, his ability to scramble, his ability to make something out of nothing when nothing. Jackson to be a pocket quarterback, and their offensive line is terrible. Let's just be honest about it. Their offensive line is the worst offensive line in the NFL, and when you are a mobile quarterback and you have to run for your life repeatedly, play after play after play, it is tough, very, very, very tough to be the quarterback that you need when you can't do what you do. So if Lamar Jackson is not at least 95% on the field, he should not play this game at all. This is a lose-lose situation for the Baltimore Ravens in the end. When I say lose-lose situation, let's say, what if Lamar Jackson gets a bigger injury because he cannot be himself, meaning he has to stay in the pocket and he is going to get hit a lot. What happened to Joe Burrow, guys? Week 6 or 7 in the 2021 NFL, or sorry, in the 2020 NFL season? He got hit so much that he blew his knee apart. If Lamar Jackson were to blow his knee apart, his career's over. No question about it. Lamar Jackson cannot throw the ball accurately down the field repetitively. He cannot, be that. I mean, he would have to evolve to a totally different quarterback, much like Michael Vick did in his career with the Falcons. But Michael Vick progressed year after year after year. He was this dynamic, athletic, running quarterback, and then each year he would evolve into this pocket quarterback. Baltimore Ravens, Jim Harbaugh? The Harbaugh. I don't know if it's Jim or John. It's John Harbaugh, right? He has saying, Lamar Jackson, you just do you, kid. You run around and you do what you got because I don't have an offensive game plan for you. So what do? They have yet to involve Lamar Jackson into a stable quarterback. They have yet to involve Lamar Jackson into this offensive player that we all want him to be. So that is a lose situation number one. If you can't do what you do, you're gonna probably get hurt. And I mean, like, I'm not wishing injury on anybody by whatsoever, but it is what it is. Con number two. Let's say they were to ultimately win this game, but lose Lamar Jackson. They still need so much help to make the playoffs that it is, if you make the playoffs, you're going to get blown out by who would be the number 2 seed, probably the Cincinnati Bengals anyways. So how does that even make it worth anything? Would you rather get like what is it? I mean, it's 14 teams, so 32 minus 14. I can't do the math off the top of my head. So it'd be like a 22nd overall pick, right? Would you rather have 22nd overall pick or like a top 15 pick? Right? Lose-lose situation for the Baltimore Ravens if Lamar Jackson plays. So I'm saying it here, Lamar Jackson should sit out just for the rest of the season. Dude, get healthy, get 100 for the 2022 NFL season, because honestly, man, you are playing for your contract life. If you want to have any future in the NFL, you got to do what you got to do. Up against the break, guys. We'll be right back. Push the button. There it is.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Arrow while doing dishes.
In bed, hiding from your wife and kids.
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.
Have you ever wanted to go to Vegas to see the NFL draft? Well, now you can. Simply head over to youtube.com/manhour, click on that join button, become a $5.99 member or higher, and you get free entry. Simple as that. So head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that join button. You won't regret it. You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help with the Take 22 merch. It's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeister here with the Man Hour. You should head to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page. Phone lines are open 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. The phone lines are sponsored by Skull Candy Original Headphones. Head over to skullcandyoriginal.com. Use promo code MANHOUR at checkout and save yourself 20% when you purchase the best earphones to enter your ear canal. So, guys, it is time that we dabble into the NBA realm here on the Man. Now, we don't really talk a lot of NBA because, let's just be honest, we're more of a college basketball show here, but we have to talk about this news because this Endo de facto correlates with Antonio Brown. This Endo de facto will correlate with the NFL, Major League Baseball, hockey, right? So if you guys don't know, Allie's you're kicking my butt right now. We got a snowstorm happening outside. So if you are in here in the Louisville, Kentucky area, be safe out on the roads. If you watch us on Roku TV, stay inside, man. Binge watch it here on Northeast Streaming Sports platform. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So, anyways, like I was saying, let me grab a drink, man. Sheesh, these allergies. We're not sponsored by Sprite, but Sprite, if you guys want to drop a little bit of ad space here, it's welcome. You know what, Sprite.com probably? I don't know. Oh, they're a Coca-Cola brand. There you go. So Coca-Cola, hit us up, man. Hit me up at mike.buckeyster@manhourradio.com. We're on the old Twitter machine at manhour_buck. Or, of course, the show at manhour_radio on the old Twitter machine or manhourradio.com. Check it out. But anyways, back to this NBA talk that I've been kind of dabbling, kind of hinting at here for the last minute as I try to catch my breath. Kyrie Irving has officially played his first NBA game here in the 2022 NBA season. And the reason why this is such big news is because Kyrie Irving has openly said that he will not be getting the COVID-19 vaccine. No how, no way whatsoever. So in the state of New York, it is a mandate that if you want to work with over 100 employees or whatever it is, right, you have to get the COVID vaccine to be able to return to work and do this, and this, right? There are other stadiums, other arenas across the NBA. There's a couple in California. I believe it was like maybe Minnesota, Wisconsin, but like there are like 5 or 6 arenas that Kyrie Irving would not be able to play at because he did not have the COVID vaccine. So with that being said, the Nets kind of like, hey man, we love you, but this season with everything happening, maybe you should just take the year off, right? Well, last night Kyrie Irving finally made his debut with the the Brooklyn Nets, I should say. I about said New Jersey Nets or New York Nets, I don't know. The Nets, Brooklyn Nets. Yes, because COVID is running wild through all of these teams. COVID is running wild through the NFL, hockey, hell, in everyday life. Hell, at my work, I think we had 85 people out with COVID, like symptoms. So when I say this de facto affects Antonio Brown, it affects the NFL, affects the NHL, Major League Baseball, soccer, like everything, right? Because when you are a player and you can help your team win and help your team make money, it doesn't matter your stance in the world. It doesn't matter the fact that you killed your wife or you raped the little baby or you don't have a COVID vaccine. In the end, Kyrie Irving can help the Brooklyn Nets win basketball games, and that's what he did last night. They were down by 19 to the Indiana Pacers, come back and they won by 3. Kyrie Irving had a great game. He, the best debut of a season that I could remember for Kyrie Irving here. So, what kind of precedence does this set for the rest of the NBA? Because there are players out there that are ultimately don't have the COVID vaccine. I believe Wiggins for the Timberwolves is one of them. Do these players get a pass to join their NBA teams to play, to help their team succeed, to help them possibly win a championship game, because the Brooklyn Nets are 13-2 with Do the Brooklyn Nets want to win a championship? Hell yeah, they do. Think about how much money that would bring to the Brooklyn Nets. Think about how much money that would bring to the Brooklyn area, right? Because I believe the arena is right there in Brooklyn or Harlem, right? Right in that area. So when teams come in there for the NBA Finals, all the players and people there, they're going to spend a lot of money and bring. New York would be stupid not to let Kyrie Irving play for the rest of the season. The NBA would be stupid not to let people like this play, because we are seeing it. Like, let me get a little political on you guys here. We are seeing that no matter if you mandate this vaccine or not, whether you have it or not, whether you have the antibodies or not, whether you wear a mask or not, whether you do this or not, COVID doesn't pick and choose. COVID will go to you, miss me, go to you, and affect everybody else. But yet, I'm around you guys all the time, but I don't have it. I don't have a vaccine. I'm not wearing my mask. I'm giving you hugs and high fives and dabbing you up. It doesn't matter. At some point, COVID is going to run its course, guys. It's going to take out the weak. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. The flu does it every year. It takes out the weak, the mono, and it takes out the weak. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's life. Welcome to the world. But I don't know, guys. It is what it is. Phone lines are open, guys. 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. You can text or call the show if you'd like to join the conversation here. Also, you can check us out on youtube.com/manhour, as we are live every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East Coast time right here on YouTube. And, of course, every Sunday through Thursday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. East Coast time. Join the conversation, guys. Hit the like button, hit the share button as well. Moving on to some NFL talk here, and we are going to talk some Aaron freaking Rodgers. Aaron freaking Rodgers is, he's Aaron freaking Rodgers at the end of the day. Let's just be flat honest. He's Aaron freaking Rodgers at the end of the day. And he is on another MVP caliber season. He is putting up MVP numbers, and he has his team in the first seed. They are locked to the first seed in the NFC playoff hunt, or playoff picture. They're guaranteed all home games through the playoffs till they get to the Super Bowl, which they probably won't, because, as Combs says, they are the Green Bay Packers. If you look up their Wikipedia page, they are the official NFC host and losers of the game for the last 15 years or something like that. I don't know, but I'll have to post that link. That was really, really funny. But Aaron Rodgers called out a particular sports writer that votes for the MVP. This sports writer, the name is slipping my mind right now, but he said, and I quote, "I am not voting for Aaron Rodgers because he is a jerk." So you are not voting for somebody to win MVP because they are a jerk off the field. Aaron Rodgers might be a jerk. I don't know him personally. I mean, I know what he says on the Pat McAfee show and interviews, and he's a very hippie, smoke with dope and say what you want type of person, right? Hey man, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying, man? If Cheech and Chong had a son, Aaron Rodgers would be it. But this writer has since come back and said, "Oh, I'm sorry for my comments," basically trying to save face. But Aaron Rodgers said he is a bum of a writer, and this person should not have a vote in the NFL MVP race. So I got to thinking about this, and I'm an outside the box thinker. I read between the lines, and I always think of solutions for problems that aren't there, right? Imagine that. So I got to thinking, and why do sports writers have the ability to vote for MVPs. Because in the end, sports writers write about said teams and they have a bias about said teams, right? So if I am a beat writer for the Chicago Bears and I write about how great my Chicago Bears are and all this other stuff and all about Chicago Bears 24/7, 365 days a year, I get a credential pass to vote for the MVP race. Am I going to vote for Aaron Rodgers? Hell no, I'm not. Why would I want the guy that beats me twice a year, every year for the last 15 years, be an MVP? There is obviously bias in the voting. There is no way around it. There is bias in the voting. So, with that being said, how do we fix said bias? How do we fix said reporter saying that I'm not going to vote for Aaron Rodgers because he is a jerk off the field? How do we fix this? Is it an issue? No, it's not an issue. But for conversation, for sake of Aaron freaking Rodgers being Aaron freaking Rodgers, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we can fix this. Text the show, guys, 812-648-HOUR, 812-648-6487 if you want to tell me how you can fix it. But I'm going to tell you how I can fix it. As I said, guys, man, these allergies are kicking my butt today. I don't even know why. But right now, MVP is a quarterback on the best team award. Let's just call it out it is. Right now, it is the best player on the best team reward. It's not the most valuable player. It is not the most accomplished player. It's not even the most, improved player, right? It is the best player, a.k.a. the quarterback, on the best team. That's why Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP this year. Tom Brady might give him a little run for his money, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are stumbling as of late. So it's going to be Aaron freaking Rodgers win the MVP. But how do we fix this? To me, an MVP is legitimately the most valuable player on said team. Therefore, Deshaun Watson should have many, many MVPs because he is the most valuable player on the Houston Texans when he is in the game. Look at it. When Deshaun Watson played for the Houston Texans last year, yes, they only had like six wins. But look at him this year. 2 wins, three wins. How is he not the most valuable player on his team? Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Indianapolis Colts. He clearly is the most valuable player. Every time he gets over 100 yards in a game, the Colts win. Every time he doesn't get 100 yards, Colts lose. Simple as that, right? So, how do we fix this? Is there a problem? No. Let me just state it there right now. There is not a problem with the MVP voting per se. Usually, people vote on it, and none of this bias stuff happens or like whatever. But let's make it a. Would owners be the? Yeah, let's make it a owners, GMs, and head coaching decision. Now, let's just take it to head coaches. So let's allow the head coaches to vote on the MVP. Granted, you cannot vote for your own guy on your own team. So this is me spitballing here. I don't have this on the script whatsoever. This is live, raw, and uncut sports talk here on Man Hour. If you guys don't know what it is, this is what we do every day here. Spitball at the top of the head. So this is how we do it. We will have the sports writers. They can still have their votes. They vote just like the Heisman. They vote the top 4 players into the MVP race. So let's say this year is Jonathan Taylor, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Donald. let's just throw those names out there. Then, at the end of Week 18, head coaches vote for the MVP. Now, there will be a little bit of bias, I'm sure, because Sean McVay is always going to vote for his man, Aaron Donald, right? So, I mean, but that's just one vote, right? I mean, like, if you want to do that, we can just take the head coaches out for said players on said team out of the voting. There you go. We'll just do that. So then we have 28 votes, or let's make it 3, so 29 votes, right? For those 3 players from the head coaches. That's how they should do the MVP race. The sports writers can vote 3 players into the finals, and then the head coaches vote for the final. They vote for the MVP. Will it ever change? No, because let's just be honest. There is no issue in the MVP voting. I'm making an issue out of nothing at the end of the day. But to complete this full circle, Aaron Rodgers called the sports writer a bum. The sports writer said, "I'm sorry." So in the end, there really is nothing to really talk about. Just Buck Nasty likes to make something out of nothing at the end of the day. Moving on. It's time to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. Every Thursday moving forward here on Man Hour AM, we'll be talking about the Dallas Cowboys for about 10, 15 minutes. Why not? Because Drew hates the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys is my second team. I feel that everybody in the world needs to have a couple teams, right? It makes the sport more interesting. You can have an AFC team and an NFC team. Hell, you could be like Drew and have 15 teams, right? It just makes the rooting interest in watching the games more exciting. You know, let's say I'm a Chiefs fan and I watch the Chiefs at 4:25 every Sunday, and then the Cowboys come on. Like it just makes it more exciting. But Dallas Cowboys, guys. Whew. Dallas Cowboys have obviously won the NFC East. They play the Philadelphia Eagles to end the season in Week 18. The Philadelphia Eagles have their playoff spot locked up. The Dallas Cowboys have their spot locked up as well here. But we're not going to talk about the playoff picture too much. The Cowboys could jump up into a 2 seed if they beat the Eagles, and then the Bucks lost, and then somebody else. They're pretty much locked at the 4 seed. But the Dallas Cowboys are giving up 353 yards in the last 6 weeks of the NFL season. This is the worst of all playoff teams right now. Wow. We have been talking about the Dallas Cowboys being a top 10 defense all season long, but have we been the prisoner of the moment? Have we been a prisoner of Stephon Diggs getting like 12 interceptions and then the rest of the team getting 10? Like, have we been a prisoner of the moment when you're giving up 353 yards every game? I mean, obviously you're playing a bend don't break defense, which is, you know, like it's cool. I mean, it's gotten them to 11-5 record on this year, but is that going to help you in the playoffs? Is this bend don't break caliber type of defense that they're playing, is it going to be successful in the playoffs? No, guys, it is not. Because the playoffs is a different animal. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys have been there and done that in 96 and 95 and 94, right? But this generation of the Dallas Cowboys, they have not been there and done that. The NFL is not like the NBA. You can kind of just coast through the season and then flip on a switch and all of a sudden play great, right? NFL is all about momentum. It is all about how you're playing at that particular time. If you catch hot, if you're peaking at the right time. And right now, guys, the Dallas Cowboys are not peaking at the right time. Graham Walls on the power rankings last night had them at number 9. Okay, I mean, they're a playoff-bound team. They locked up the NFC East. They're sitting at number 4 seed right now, I think, or maybe 3 seed. I can't remember for sure at the top of my head. But their defense right now is suspect at best, guys. I've been ranting and raving about the Dallas Cowboys all season about how great their defense is, and I looked at the numbers. not very good. 353 yards per game, worse than all playoff teams. Stephon Diggs, yes, he does have 11 interceptions, leading the league in interceptions, having a great season, but he's also given up the most yards, the most touchdowns, the most pass interference calls. It's just, Dallas Cowboys are not good right now, guys. I said it. The Dallas Cowboys are just not good right now. Hopefully this week versus the Philadelphia Eagles, they put on their man pants, they flex on them, and they make a Super Bowl run, because I think they're poised to make a Super Bowl run. They are a Super Bowl caliber team. They look great. They will be great, and they can be great. Put on the big boy pants, Dallas Cowboys, and let's make that Super Bowl run. Now, on the other side of the coin, the offensive side of the ball, the Dallas Cowboys offensive side of the ball, they need to go back to running the ball like they once was. They have not had a rusher over 75 yards since week 5, as Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard. They have not had a rusher over 75 yards since week 5. What? You arguably have one of the best running backs in the league in Zeke Elliott, and you're not giving him the ball? Tony Pollard is an up-and-coming back. Hell, I might have him in my top 10 rankings in this offseason of projected players for 2022, right? He is a damn good running back. You guys aren't giving him the ball. You guys aren't giving them the ball more. They have not had a rusher over 75 yards since week 5. And that was Tony Pollard, by the way. Tony Pollard had that 75, or actually had it was a 103-yard game, I think it was. Since then, they've been crap. Run the ball, Dallas Cowboys. You want to win a championship? Run the ball. Help your defense out. The defense is not great right now, giving up 353 yards a game, like I said. How do you help that situation? Run the ball. Give Zeke and Tony Pollard the ball 35 times a game. Not each, but collectively. Give them the ball 35 times a game. Go back to that balanced offense that you guys once were, as I talk all weird and stuff. Give them the ball 35 times. Keep your defense off of the field, and you will win many, many games. Mike McCarty, let me grab you by your shirt and shake you. Run the ball. You will win the championship if you run the ball. Come on, Cowboys. Run the damn ball. We do have a text coming in on the text line. The Skull Candy headphones, SkullCandyOriginal.com headphones. Use promo code MANHOUR to save yourself 50 or 20% at checkout. Phone lines are, what's the phone number here? Where's it at? There is 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. Texter says, if the Dallas Cowboys are so great, why are they giving up so many yards? If the Dallas Cowboys are so great, why are they giving so much? It's just, we're in an offensive league, I guess. I mean, when you sit back and think about it, I mean, let's think about this. Dak Prescott is arguably a top 10 quarterback in the league. Pretty good quarterback in my eyes. They do have Zeke. They do have Tony Pollard. They have Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup is out for the season with the ACL tear, right? But it just, on paper, guys, year after year after year, the Dallas Cowboys are such a great team. If we would simulate through Madden, the Dallas Cowboys should have a freaking dynasty like at this point, right? I think the Dallas Cowboys are great because they are riding the momentum of Dak Prescott. They are riding the momentum of what they had a 9-game winning streak at some point, right? Earlier in the year, after they lost to the Bucs, they won it was 8 in a row, right? They were 8-1 maybe. They're 11-5 going into week 18 versus the Eagles, which means nothing, basically. So when I say the Dallas Cowboys are great, or the texter says, if the Dallas Cowboys are so great, why are they giving them so many yards? I think this is on the defensive side of the ball because I think everybody was a prisoner of the moment, myself included. When we saw Stephon Diggs getting 10 interceptions, and the rest of the defense getting 10 interceptions, and the Cowboys were on that 8-game win streak, and I think the defense was like holding teams to under like 20-some points. Like it was just, or actually it was less than that. I don't have the scores up for me by any means. But it just, I think we were all prisoners of the moment in the end. We were all kind of like, ooh, what's going on over here? Eye candy, ha ha ha, right? But I mean, honestly, the defense isn't that good. I mean, they're still a top 15 defense. Don't get it twisted. They have Micah Parsons and obviously Diggs and the rest of the boys out there. They are shutting teams down. They are doing good things, but they're not great by any means. So I don't know. I'm not for sure if that answers your question by any means, but I don't know, guys. It is what it is. We're up against the that time, guys. Thank you for joining us here on Man Hour AM. Of course, you can find us on Roku TV, on Northeast Streaming Sports page there. So simply head over to Roku TV, search for Northeast Streaming Sports. You can find the Man Hour there every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East Coast time. Of course, you can find Man Hour AM here at youtube.com/Man Hour, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East Coast time as well. And, of course, the original Man Hour with my man Combs. And, of course, you got Soup Boss over there, Graham, Luke G, all the boys over there at nighttime, Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. East Coast time. So, guys, we're up against it. Our show today. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. All the good stuff. Remember, bird is the word. Man Hour Nation, rise up.